Yay, college! I can fly! Hey everybody, my name is Inkredible, and welcome back to Let's Play Splatoon. Last time we completed World 3, and in today's episode, we're gonna start off with full. Ooh, counting. It's so scary. Not really. But anyway, right off the bat, we're gonna be introduced. Well, we've seen this gimmick before, but we're gonna be going to World 4 in quite possibly the most unnecessarily epic way possible by going to a zipline, and then on one of those Propeller-Lift thingies, and then going on to another zipline. Yay, unnecessarily epicness! It's like this game speaks to me. Alright, so just like with the previous world, I'm going to try to beat these levels in order, because like when I was editing World 2, I was kind of going a little crazy on the inside over the fact that I wasn't playing the levels in order. I wasn't originally going to care that much, but then in editing I realized just how crazy I was going on the inside, and I'm pretty sure a lot of my viewers could agree with that. But anyway, over here, hopefully this is it. Nope. Okay, at least we get it. At least you guys are going to get to know that we're going to be facing these Octolings in the near future. I think it's somewhere in the lower part of this world. Yeah, this level is kind of a bit more industrial looking than the other worlds. Like that one looked like a skate park. That one, I'm not sure how to describe that one, but this one looks a bit more industrial. So yay, themes. I think this might be it. Nope. Alright. Hopefully we can find it soon. Are you gonna be it? Yeah, we found it! That was totally the first one that I opened up, even though you can see one in the background. Alright, this is Propeller-Lift Fortress Spin to Win. It sounds like a minigame from Mario Party, or at least classic Mario Party that's, you know, good. Alright, so we can destroy those, well not destroy them, we can splat those, and go over here. A fun story, when I was recording the amiibo functionality for this game, I believe it was the Inkling Boy for this one. The Inkling Boy amiibo took a little while for me to figure out because that one, you have to play with, you're playing that mode with the roller, so that one was, I think that one was like by far the most difficult one for me to complete, at least for that, at least for that part of the amiibo videos. Which we're not going to get to see for a little while because, you know, I'm organized and I have a set mindset for I'm doing this Let's Play. Checkpoint! Yay! And now we can get to look at these octoballs! They look so adorable! Who looks so adorable? And now who looks dead? That was morbid, but whatever. Is there anything I must be thinking of another level. In fact, I think the level I'm thinking of is the one we already played before, so I don't know what I was thinking. Is there a second scroll down there? No, but it's a piece of armor. We could definitely use that. And let's go do here and get through another checkpoint. Okay, we have to watch out for those. God, I can never remember these guys' names. Okay, I'm going to call them Derek. Their official names are now Derek. I probably talked about them before, and I probably already talked about my strategies for them. But I don't remember their names off the top of my head because I am terrible at remembering names. Let's go remember clear and jump! Yay, platforming! Or splatforming, or whatever Mary said in a quick conversation. I think it was platformer. But, whatever. We have some more Octarians over there. Where is the second scroll? I'm getting nervous that we haven't seen the second scroll yet. Do we destroy this? I keep wanting to say destroy even though we're not destroying the stuff. I just have like a very weird mindset. Like if we're shooting something with ink, it's automatically going to be destroyed. And this bridge in the background looks really cool. I'm going to take a moment to like, really appreciate it for a moment. Okay, it's been appreciated. Oh, I remember where the socket scroll is right now. I think the Inkling Girl amiibo functionality for this level also gave me a little bit of trouble. Either that or there's another level I'm thinking of that has a similar gameplay mechanic to this. Alright, destroy the fan. Destroy the fan. Yay! Alright, so there isn't really that much to talk about right now because this is mostly stuff that we've seen before. So I guess I could talk about one thing that I've been meaning to mention about my experiences with Octo Valley. This Let's Play, I believe it was like the 4th time I've played through Octo Valley completely. By the time this Let's Play is over, I would have played through it 5 times, but we'll get more into that a little bit later in the Let's Play. But the reason why is because I had my own playthrough, and then I helped out my sister a lot when she was playing through this one, and then I had to record footage for the amiibo functionality before the Let's Play began, just simply because of the way that I'm planning on doing that. Can we get that? The sunken scrolls, or can we? Okay. Whew, I was worried we weren't going to be able to get that now, because my god, that scared me. Alright. Jump! I almost didn't make it! But yeah, I played through Octo Valley, I believe 4 times, my own playthrough, then I helped my sister a lot, and then the amiibo functionalities. And by the time that I am recording this video, I have not recorded any footage for the Inkling Squid challenges, because I didn't even get an Inkling Squid amiibo until very recently. And fun story, the Inkling Boy amiibo actually won from like a giveaway that James Rose did before we like restarted talking and before we started like becoming friends and stuff like that. Because he did a giveaway for his Captain Toad Treasure Tracker Let's Play, and I won the giveaway, so he was going to give me a Toad amiibo, but then it took a little while for him to actually send it, so he offered to send more amiibos, so I believe I got Thinking Boy, the Mabel, and a couple other ones I don't remember off the top of my head right now. Hello, can you hear me? Hello. You're holding that upside down. Oh! Agent 1 and the new Squid Blix Splatoon are reporting in. Agent 2 also reporting in. We got an SOS from Captain Golfus. Are you Agent 3? Don't worry, we're your new support team. Yep, we're taking over for the Captain. Well, we're gonna try. But we've gotta hurry or the Captain is as good as Susie. Let's roll, Agent 3. I wonder who they could be. Nope, they don't seem familiar at all. Before the Great Silver, there were amicable relations between the Inklings and Octarians. They couldn't have dreamed that raising sea levels would force them to battle fiercely over the remaining territory. Now this image is pretty interesting because of the fact that we get to see a male Octoling. So far throughout the Let's Play, and I believe in the levels themselves, we will only ever see girl Octolings, but this right here demonstrates that male Octolings were indeed a thing at one point. I believe also the developer of this game also said at one point that that when they were making the characters of this game, they were originally considering only having Inkling Girl playable when you're playing online. But then they decided to make a boy playable as well, so that people who didn't want to play as a girl had the option to play as a boy. I know I've said this before, but the reason why I choose to play as Inkling Girl is because I think her character design is a bit better than the Inkling Boy. I found you! Yay, we did it! I'm gonna say this right now, I think World 4 is probably the most confusing, has the most confusing level layouts when it comes to where the levels are gonna be located. Oh, is that an Octosniper? Try to stay hidden while moving, that'll make it easier, okay? Alright, I like this level because it does a really good job of teaching you how to get around snipers. I tried my best explaining how I like to get around snipers on Murray Towers a couple videos ago, but I didn't really do that great of a job with it, admittedly. Hopefully I'll be able to do it eventually when we go more into detail of the online functionality in this, the online multiplayer in this game, I should say. Now, out of all the enemy designs in this game, I've already said that the Octoling has my favorite character design out of all the enemies we're going to be facing. But this guy is a very close second. He looks really cool. Like, you can see the sniper scope on its face. It's like, and it looks like it's permanently attached there for a while. I don't really know how else to describe it, but this guy has a really cool character design. But one thing's for sure, nothing will be more adorable than a squeegee. Except for stuff that are more adorable, like a Luma or something like that. I don't know what I was trying to do right there. Splat bomb. Except not splat bomb, because I was a sneaker, and I was trying to use a burst bomb. Be destroyed. Be destroyed, be destroyed, be destroyed, be destroyed. Yay! Booyah! That's all you're gonna say? Okay. I thought you were going to say something else, which is why I was reading that text. And this right here is a pretty great way to teach you how to avoid snipers and get splatted by other opponents. No, avoid snipers in a more open area. So, yeah, that's the thing. I really wish that the red line would appear in multiplayer when a sniper would be in the area. Because getting splatted by a sniper is so irritating. Let's try using this. Yay! And I'm still alive, still alive, still alive, still alive. I will never sing disco again, I promise. Except I'm probably gonna break that promise eventually. I've been Let's Playing for 5 years. I've done a lot of weird things. So I'm probably going to continue doing weird things as long as I continue Let's Playing. It's probably going to be for a while. It's a squeegee! It's a squeegee! It looks so adorable! Checkpoint! Okay, we got some sponges. Alright, you get away from me. Yes, do this. I really wish the sponges were something you could see in the online multiplayer. There's a lot of really cool gameplay mechanics in Octo Valley that you don't see in multiplayer. And I really wish they would. We already see. Okay, we're already seeing some of the trailers that the ink rails will appear in the multiplayer mode for Splatoon 2. I really hope the sponges is also something that will appear in that game because the sponges are a really cool gameplay mechanic. Okay, now we have a bunch of snipers in a Murray Towers-esque area. Not that I have a problem with that, because I like Murray Towers, but still. This is kind of intimidating on a first playthrough, but if you have skills like me, and if you've played Octo Valley a billion times like I have, then you shall be fine. Oh yeah. I'm going to destroy all these snipers just because I can, and because I'm thirsty for blood. That reminds me of something funny. My favorite soda is Dr. Pepper, so there was this one day where my family and I were going out to go get fast food, and my sister was asking what soda I wanted, so I said the blood of my victims, and then she said Dr. Pepper, and that's exactly the soda that I was hoping for. That was a pretty great day. What? You know, you're pretty alright, Agent 3. Did we not get the sunken scroll? I was really hoping we'd go throughout the entire Let's Play without this happening, but I'm gonna have to go get the sunken scroll. Oh boy. Well, it's not that big of a problem because I do like this level. That lone Octarian shall circle endlessly, repainting the grounds of the blood from which his friends have splattered. And we're going to leave him there for all time. These two cousins from Calamari County won Inkopolis' first annual youth folk singing contest. The remarkable voices earned them a standing ovation from all present and catapulted them into the spotlight. They look so adorable! Oh my god, Callie and Marie look so cute! I'm gonna say this for the record right now. Playing Breath of the Wild as much as I have recently, I'm very tempted to go over there and swim with those waterfalls, but I know that's not a thing that we can do in this game. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this episode's segment for Octo Valley. I'm gonna meet you guys back over in Inkopolis so that we can go into the online multiplayer, as per usual. Hold on to your tentacles, it's Inkopolis news time. Let's unveil the current regular battle stages. Oh, fun! Look at this place. Today's youth are so spoiled. Yeah. Why does an office need a Propeller-Lift? You don't always need a reason to have cool stuff. And now the current ranked battle stages. Fantastic. The jellyfish look like they're enjoying the pool. Why don't you take a quick dip? Oh, Mary, you jerk. I wonder if you can dig up precious gems here. Only one way to find out. To the internet! Until next time, stay peace! Alright, today's weapon that we're going to be using is the Heavy Splatling. I have a bit of a weird relationship with this one because I really like the gameplay mechanic for this one. I'm just really terrible at this weapon, but I still really like it, and I really hope to main it someday. I'm just not sure that today is going to be that day. It's a lot like how I feel about Ryu in Super Smash Bros. How I really like how much of a combo fighter he is, but I'm terrible at controlling him. So, yeah, that's the thing that's happening. But I mean, this is the Heavy Splatling. The cool thing about this one is that it's basically a charger, but it's not a sniper. The more it's charged, the more damage it's going to be doing, obviously. So this is a great weapon to play on maps like, I think Port Macro is probably the best example I could think of, because you have those narrow corridors and you can set up a splash wall and they won't be able to shoot their way through, but you can, charge up an attack to destroy them in Code Blood, or Cold Ink or something. Let's take a review. Yay! I rarely ever get people with the Heavy Splatling. That's my accomplishment for the day. I don't need to continue playing through this game anymore. Except I can't do like a storming out segment like I did in Spyro the Dragon because I can't pause during all my matches. Splash wall. Whee! You can get me, I have a splash wall and it's so awesome. Okay, splash wall. Splash wall is my friend. Hello, no! I shouldn't have lingered too long. Hey, we have some of their ink is over here. Who did this? Who did this? They probably shouldn't have wasted that over here, but I don't know what their mindset is when they're playing through this one. Okay. The thing about this map is that it seems like this one, more often than not, who's winning, kind of flip-flops, a lot. Okay, we got you. I'm not really that good at aiming with these pass walls, in case you guys couldn't tell. That's just something that I feel the need to point out. Get away from me! If you can aim pretty well, it is entirely possible to get to splat somebody with the splash wall. It's hard to do, but it is entirely possible. No, we're not gonna win this one. Which really sucks though, because we were winning, because we were doing a really good job at the beginning of that. Be splatted over. Okay, thank you. Oh, we might get this. Oh, we have to see how well they do. Yeah, we totally got this one. I don't know what I was so worried about. But anyway, yay, we win! This is my favorite animation in the entire game. The Inkling girl winning with the heavy splatting. It is so adorable the way she hugs the heavy splatting. It's just so cute. The animations of for an Inkling girl waiting with the heavy splatling and the Slosser are by far my favorites in the entire game. Okay, I was trying to use a splash wall. Hey! How did you fire through that? Okay, can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? Oh man, that would have been cool if they could have avenged me on camera, but they didn't. One thing that's worth mentioning about the heavy splatling is the fact that you cannot charge it while you're in squid form. You need to be in the human form to charge this thing. I wish you could charge it in squid form because then it'd be a lot easier to use. But I understand why they didn't allow that because, well, balancing is important for an online multiplayer game. They have 2 snipers on their team? Oh, dude. Okay, you're gonna see that a lot where people are gonna put ink mines in the center tower, especially when you're playing on like splat zones. Wait, no, not splat zones. Which one is that one? Tower control. Yeah, tower control. That's the one I was thinking of. Oh well, now you get to see the losing animation for the heavy splatling. It's equally as adorable as the winning animation, but the winning animation is still my favorite. And that's the reason why I don't play as the heavy splatling. We're 1 point away from leveling up, come on!